So students, last time we have started about normal probability distribution. And there we have seen the probability which can be written as f of x mu sigma square equal to 1 upon sigma root 2 pi into e raised to, this is actually ext means e raised to, already I explained to you last time, minus x minus mu whole square divided by 2 sigma square. This was that. After that we assume z equal to x minus mu over sigma, and we have obtained the standard normal distribution. Standard normal distribution is capital F of z. This is nothing but probability of capital Z less than or equal to small z. Z is some value which is less than or equal to z, which we can obtain by using this one. It is 1 upon root 2 pi e raised to minus integration minus infinity to z minus t square by 2 dt. Here instead of t you can use any variable, but we are using here t, and that means I have also shown to you that the values of f of z can be obtained from the table, which are which is nothing but we know that the graph of normal curve, standard curve, is a bell-shaped curve. So it is symmetric about this f-axis, and actually we are considering here mu equal to 0. That means mean at central level. So if we want to find out some value of z, that means this z less than or equal to z means the value from starting from minus infinity to z, the cumulative probability. And we have seen that this is nothing but the area on left hand side of z area. And we also know that the total area of whole the curve is equal to 1. So the half of the area is 0.5. Okay, half of the area is, that is the area from this one to this is 0.5, and the area from this one to this is 0.5. So this table will give us the value from minus infinity to z. And also I told you that some of the authors used to find out the value starting from 0 to z. So whenever probability of z less than or equal to z is written, then it means that the value is from 0 to z. But our values are from minus infinity to z. So only the difference is of 0.5. So if it is given suppose 0.2, then this in this case probability of z less than or equal to z will be 0.7. 0.5 is added. So nothing is more difficult. But we will consider this table only from minus infinity to z. So you don't get confused between these two. Okay? And also we have seen there that the probability of z less than or equal to, suppose if it is less than or equal to z less than or equal to b, then this is nothing but fb minus f of a. That means the value from minus infinity to b minus probability of minus infinity to a. So we can obtain this value very, very easily. Okay. And one more thing we have seen that f of minus z, if it is minus z, 1 minus f of z, it is nothing but 1 minus f of z. So in our table, the values for z, for negative values, have been given. Already I have shown to you the table. Actually it has been started from minus 3.4 and then reduced minus 3.3, minus 3.2 and up to 3 point plus 3.4 have been given. In between it will be 0, 1, minus 1, here 1 and so on. But if it is from 0 to 5, it is considered from the range 0 to z. That means for other tables, this the negative values, the values for negative 1 will not be given. So in this case, the negative values we can obtain by using this formula, f of minus z equal to 1 minus f of z, because for positive z we already know, and this can be determined very easily. But here we are considering 1 minus f of z. But when the table is given from 0 to z, then f of minus z we will have to consider as 0.5 minus f of z, because it is, this table is constructed based on 0.5 area. Okay, that is half of the area, and we are considering this on the full of the area. And this will be clear to you from the examples. Now let us see small examples. But before of that, we will see the mean for the normal distribution. Mean for the normal distribution is mu1 dash, and this is equal to 0. I will not give you the proof, because proof is not so important. And standard deviation, SD, standard deviation is nothing but sigma itself. Actually, mean, if you want to find, you can find out this very easily. Minus infinity to infinity x of fx dx. Likewise, in Poisson distribution and binomial distribution, we were finding mean as sigma x fx. Fx is nothing but a probability. It is nothing but probability. And this one we were finding as x square fx, x minus mu, because this variance is about mean, sigma square into f of x, and then we can take sigma square is nothing but variation. Okay, variance. So now let us see examples. Suppose one example, simple example, that we want to understand the concept of z and the tabular values. What do we understand? We understand when z equal to 1.4 and z equal to minus 1.8. So in its solution, it is very easy, because we know that you can also work simultaneously with me by taking your notebook and a ball pen. We know that z equal to x minus mu over sigma. That means here we want to find out the values of value of x. What is x, and how can we interpret these values? So when z equal to 1.4, that means actually this we can also write as x equal to mu plus sigma into z. Okay, so here we will have x equal to mu plus z is 1.4, so 1.4 into sigma, 1.4 into sigma mu plus. That means in our graph, already I have explained to you the graph based on x. These are the values of f, and this is the x-axis. So I have shown to you the graph, general graph in terms of x. We have seen that this is the symmetrical graph, and this is the value of x, suppose. And then mu plus 1, and this is the value of x, suppose, and this is the central point, which is known as mu. Actually, in standard curve, we are considering mu equal to 0. So this line and this axis will become same line. Okay, so here we can interpret that the value of x lies on right side of mu line, on right side of mu, and in this case, when z equal to minus 1.8, this implies that x equal to mu minus 1.8 sigma. So here this value will lie on left because mu minus 1.8 sigma. Okay, so here it will be minus 1.8 sigma. So the value of x lies on left side of mu. So this is our interpretation. Okay, have you understood this? Nothing more is difficult here. Only here we wanted to see that whether the value lies on left side or right side. Now let us see one more thing. We have also seen last time that Z alpha, probability of Z less than or equal to Z alpha, where alpha is the probability, that means here we have seen that this represents the value of Z corresponding to this probability alpha. Okay, this we have also seen last time. Now let us see example based on Z alpha. Okay, but before of that, I would like to explain you one thing. One example. Find the value of Z 0.2. Actually, sorry, it is for Z greater than Z alpha. So this implies that probability of Z less than Z alpha is nothing but 1 minus alpha, because we are considering the value of probability here with relative to Z as a whole area. That means the whole area is 1. So we are separating alpha from 1 for less than Z alpha. So if we are asked, suppose sometimes probability of Z less than 2, then this is nothing but 1 minus probability of Z greater than 2. Both are same thing. Or if probability of Z greater than 2, then we can have this is 1 minus probability of Z less than 2. So actually Z alpha is having the value of Z. It is nothing but the same thing. It is the value of Z, but just we are using in subscript alpha. That means it is related with some probability alpha. So alpha is the probability when the value of Z is greater than Z alpha. Okay, Z alpha greater than Z alpha. So when probability of for Z less than Z alpha will be 1 minus alpha. So here in our example, we have Z 0.2 is given. Solution. We have Z alpha equal to Z 0.2. That means alpha equal to 0.2. And we want to find out the value of Z. Here you must note that we want to find out the value of Z with when the probability is 0.2. When the probability is 0.2. So therefore we have the formula probability of here mostly we are using capital Z to understand, and less than 1 minus less than Z 0.2 is 1 minus alpha. So 1 minus alpha means 1 minus 0.2. So this is nothing but 0.8. So the probability for Z less than Z 0.2 is 0. Alpha, and therefore Z 0.2 equal to, now to find out the value of Z, we will have to go to the table. Okay, we need to go to the table. So here in the table we will find out the probability. Here you can see the standard normal probabilities table, where we will find out this column contains the value of Z. We want to find out the value of Z where this probability lies. So probability is 0.8. So 0.8 means here we can see where the 0.8 probability is here. Here is 0.7. We are finding one value 0.7995. This is near to 0.8, and this is for Z equal to 0.7995 for 0.84. Z equal to 0.84, and one more value is there near to point A is 0.8023, and this is for z equal to 0.85. Okay, so actually we want the value for 0.8, but a 0.8 is not exactly there, but we can find the two values which are near to 0.8. So we can take the average of, therefore 0.84 plus 0.85 divided by 2. That means this is nothing but 0.845 plus 5, that means 9. So we will have the value is 0.84 plus 0.5, 5 plus 4, 9, 9 by 2, that is 0.845. So this is the value when the probability is 0.5. Otherwise, if you write down directly 0.84, then also it will do, because there is no much more difference of 0.005. Actually 0.005 has no much more difference between these two. You can also write 0.85 because these two values are very near to 0.8. Okay, so the value of z is, you can see the value of z you can find in the z column, and this is the probability. This is the probability. So corresponding to probability, you can find out the value of z very easily. Okay. Now we proceed further. So you must have understood that what is z alpha. That means z alpha, in z alpha we again discussed that in z alpha, alpha is the probability and z alpha means the value of z. Now let us see one more example. Find the area under the normal curve for 1 between z equal to 0 and z equal to 1.75, 2 between z equal to 0.5 minus 0.5 and z equal to 0.7. So these two are very simple examples. Solution. For the first one, we want to find out the area under the normal curve. Area under the normal curve means it is nothing but the probability. That means we have probability for 0 less than z less than 1.75 for the first one, between 0 and 1.75. So this is nothing but, as I discussed to you, f of 1.75 minus f of 0. And from the table you can find out the values for 1.75. As in the table you can see that 1 points go to 1.7. In this row you can go for 0.05. So 1.075 is 0.9599. 0.9599 minus f of 0. F of 0 means there is also a value of 0, where the value is 0.5. So you can find that the value is 0.4599. So this is the value, required value. Similarly, in the second example, you can find the probability for minus 0.5 less than z less than 0.7. So this is nothing but f of 0.7 minus f of minus 0.5. And you can refer the table. And find out the value as 0.4495. You can do yourself. You can use the table. Okay. And mostly I would say here that in examination, normally when the examples, we will see examples later on. in the examples, whenever we need some value of f of 0.7 suppose or f of -0.5, then it will be already given at the end of the example. So as we don't require to refer the table, whole table. Whatever the required values are there, we will be given there. Okay? Have you understood? Okay. So you can find out the values between any two values, or here my attempt to show you that the values, whatever we are looking, there lies how you can understand how to use the table. Then the table, one more thing, one more time, and one more thing I would say that the table is on standard normal distribution. Okay, for the values of z, for the values of x, you cannot use the value directly. So if you are given the value of x, then you need to convert the value of x in terms of z by using this formula, z equal to x minus mu over sigma. Okay, so here, if you don't remember these formulas, then it will do, because in examination we will use the formula of integration only. Now let us see one example. Actually, the two examples whichever I have shown to you, these are only for the knowledge that how to use the table. Okay. Now let us see one example. A random variable having the normal distribution, with mu equal to 18.2 and sigma equal to 1.25. Find the probabilities that it will take. Find the probabilities that it will take on a value 1 less than 16.5 to between 16.5 and 18.8. So you can solve this example yourself now, and in the